Frothy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foo Bar Show!
What's up, everyone? I am Jussie.
And I'm Josh.
And thank you all very much for listening to the Foo Bar Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FWBarshow.com. And FW Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Foo?
Si, paisa.
Yeah. Well, on tap today, we just have Steph. Say hi, Steph.
What's up, my dudes?
What's cracking? What's new? What's the haps?
Oh, just chilling.
Seriously, you don't get fined?
Oh, yeah.
Always, Foo. Always.
Trying to save up that money.
Well, we've had a good long, I wouldn't say it's long, but a good run of awesome guests these last few episodes.
You
I
are
have
correct,
to say.
sir.
Cool musical guests and podcasters alike. We hope to bring you with more of those in the next coming episodes. Please, if you are interested in being on the show and you have something interesting to talk about, please just let us know. We'll have you on. It'll be exciting. We'll give you bud and beer, too.
Bud and beer.
Not all of it, though.
Well, just a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Just a taste. Yes.
But, Steph.
Yes.
I understand that you had some health and such for us today.
I have just the thing for you.
Oh.
Health and such with Steph.
All right, my dudes. March is my favorite time of year.
It's my birthday month.
That's besides the point.
Yes.
St. Patty's Day's in that month, too.
Okay, that's the most important day of the year. Actually.
That's when spring springs, too.
Go ahead, Steph.
Anyway, you'll be happy to know that March 15th not only is the Ides of March,
Right.
it is World Sleep Day. Yay!
What the fuck?
World Sleep Day.
World Sleep Day. So World Sleep Day is an annual awareness event that has started by a group of dedicated healthcare providers and members of the medical community to bring awareness of sleep research and the importance of sleep. Because many people don't believe that sleep is a priority for them, especially those workaholics that try to work through everything and forego sleep.
The Foo.
That can actually...
The Foo doesn't sleep.
No, he
does
doesn't
not.
sleep.
He does not. He will game.
Well, he's not of this world.
True. Sleeping methods are a little differently, but go on, Steph.
Right. If you don't have enough sleep, then your productivity at work is going to start lacking.
You're going to be cranky.
You're going to be cranky, pissy. I personally love sleep. I sleep all the time.
Yeah,
Yes.
a little too much, if you ask me.
We all know from the Foo house. Yes.
Couch, sleep. I sleep in my car right before I start driving home from work.
Wow.
Fuck.
What is wrong with
I just need a little 15-minute nap.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, the goal of the Sleep Awareness Day...
It's to get people to sleep.
It's to
Something that they do every day.
Right.
Right. But they want to bring awareness about like sleep apnea, narcolepsy, restless leg syndrome,
Insomnia.
all actually more potentially life-threatening effects of, sleep
So
deprivation.
can you elaborate a little bit? Because I've heard that before. I've been told that even I have restless leg syndrome. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What do you know about that?
Most of the time, restless leg syndrome, you need to be diagnosed. Mm-hmm. It's mostly like a jerking motion with your legs. You can't get comfortable, prevents you from sleeping a lot of the time. Like you can't sit in one position for a long time.
Okay.
And when that happens during your sleep, you wake up tired. Mm-hmm. And you just feel like you can't get enough sleep.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, damn. That sounds exactly like
There
me.
is actually medication that people take for restless leg syndrome.
Okay.
It's actually out there, so that's why you have to be diagnosed for it. It's prescription medication.
So let me give you a scenario. Let's say I fall asleep on my left side for about 5-10 minutes, wake up again in the middle of the night, have to shift again to the right, about maybe 20 minutes, then have to go back to the left again, another maybe an hour or so. Is that technically considered like restless leg syndrome or something along the lines like?
It's more like a jerking motion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could just be readjusting during your sleep.
Okay, so what about my scenario where I go to sleep, much like Josh first started his explanation. I 5 to 10 minutes later, I wake up and I'm on the other side of town.
Oh, you just bounced.
You're just like, how the hell did I get here?
What's going on?
You're all fully dressed, packed,
Yeah.
full tank of gas in the car. It's like, wait a minute.
Homeless man's like, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
where you headed?
I think that's just an epiphany.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right, cool.
I think
I can live with that.
That means cut down one beer a night.
Oh, well, I mean, come on. We're all trying to be reasonable here, aren't we?
Speaking about cutting down alcohol,
Oh,
there's actually
no.
10 commandments to actually help people that need to get to sleep better.
Okay.
Number 1 is establish a bed and waking time. Most of the Apple phones will do this already. Like
Yeah.
they'll tell you when to go to bed and what time.
Which I just ignore.
Yeah. I have it set to, because I have to wake up at like 5 in the morning. I have mine set to 9. I don't actually go to bed till like 10:30.
Yeah.
That's more of just a general guideline.
I just ignore it. I'm just like, yeah, okay, move on.
Noted.
Everyone, pay attention to it though. Don't be like us.
Yes.
If you sleep during the day, which I do a lot, they recommend not napping for more than 45 minutes.
Steph.
Right?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'll take a 2-hour siesta in the middle of the day.
Call it a
Don't-
siesta.
She's
fuck outta here.
she's underselling it. 2 hours, my ass. It's more like 4 hours. Wake up and dinner is supposed to have been done. Oh shit! I was supposed to get dinner done about half an hour ago.
Right? That's why we always ate like at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock
Yeah.
at night, because that's when I woke up.
Fuze would come home and he'd just be like, "Where's Steph?" Well, guess. God damn it!
They got shit to do.
And then Steph walks out, rubbing her eyes. Oh, I gotta get dinner going.
It's funny. He would come in through the door and just shake his head. Sleeping again.
After he shook his head after watching me and the Foo smoke so much. But continue, Steph.
Right.
Just a constant disappointment.
He's always disappointed.
This is my life.
Number 3, avoid alcohol 4 hours before bedtime and do not smoke. I think it's referring to cigarettes.
Right.
Do not smoke
right.
cigarettes.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Continue. You keep going.
Number 4, avoid caffeine 6 hours before bedtime. Number 5, avoid
Well, I mean,
Well, shit.
I have my Jack, and then I marry it with a Coke.
with a Coke.
So I think he's canceling it out.
I mean, you know
It
what?
evens out, right?
But I think if you have enough, you'll just end up falling asleep.
anyway.
Well, it'll come full circle.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he'll wake up really hyper and ready to go.
Yeah, let's gotta go. I gotta go. 5, avoid heavy, spicy, or sugary foods 4 hours before bedtime.
This might explain why I'm on the other side of town. Like, I'm
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
You
no
just
one-
start acting out everything. It's like, I got so much energy. I don't know what to do with it. He's asleep.
This guy's the
Let's
Forrest
go.
Gump of sleep. He's just running. I'm tired now. I want to go home.
Just turns around and
the
runs
end of
back.
that.
Just turns around and runs back.
Number 6, exercise regularly before bed to burn off all that extra energy.
Okay, now that's asking too much.
Oh, well, have you tried it?
Well, no.
Well, try it. See what happens.
Define regular.
I walk the dog outside to go pee for.
Shut
before he
up.
goes
No,
to
you-
sleep.
You open the door and stand.
Yep.
But you exercise all the time. You fly off the handle, jump to conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Burns a lot of calories.
This sure does.
It's a calorie burner for sure.
Number 7, make sure you have a comfortable and inviting bed. A lot of people don't have that.
Right.
A lot of people don't have beds.
The food didn't have one for the longest time. He slept on a futon. Do you still sleep? Do you still sleep?
No, I
on
have a bed
futon?
now. It's amazing.
Oh, you gave us your futon.
I gave you guys
Yeah.
my futon.
which is now our couch.
Yeah.
It's the dog's bed.
Oh
It's
my
the
god!
dog's bed,
Oh my
yeah.
god! I did not know I was missing that much sleep until I moved back in with my mom, and I had an actual bed. I have not slept as well as I've had in the last 2 months.
There you go. There you go.
Because the bed just hugs you. The futon's kind of like cardboard.
Dude, like my back was fucked up. That's why I had to go see a chiropractor today, because that futon fucked me up. Yeah, don't avoid futons, people, unless you're a struggling college student. Then just do what you got to do.
Just spend the extra couple $100.
You know what? No, college students, buy a yoga mat. It's actually more comfortable.
The yoga mat is more comfortable. I'm not
Than a
gonna lie.
futon,
Yeah,
yes.
or a beanbag.
Yeah.
Beanbag chair.
Just
Hey,
don't
beanbag chair.
Just don't fall on the goddamn beanbag chair where it's gonna flatten the goddamn beans. Boozy.
I didn't do that.
I
I didn't do that.
should have videotaped it
That
all
was
the
the
time.
foo. That was the foo.
Both
His
the-
fat ass would. Yeah, he would climb into your your fucking beanbag chair, and it did away with any kind of structure that it might have had when I originally purchased it.
Number 8. Make sure you have a comfy room temperature with ventilation. So just make sure the air is flowing.
All right.
Don't fucking fart up your room and give yourself a Dutch oven.
Stank.
Stank.
Yeah.
Letting all the stank out.
I like the stank.
You're letting all the stank out.
Number 9. Block distracting noise and light. Blindfold and noise canceling earphones.
How are you going to get back up? Like when your alarm goes off?
Just, I don't know.
You're never waking up. You're going to be Sleeping Beauty with your freaking...
Well, maybe not the earplugs, because those are going to just come out when you're sleeping anyway. So
How about this? Whoever's making the noise, you wake up, you get a baseball bat, you bash their heads in, then you go back to sleep.
That should work.
Yeah,
That should work.
it should.
Unless there's... Well, no. There's
theory.
zombies, and zombies, they should work too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You hit them hard enough.
Well, you're bashing their head in.
Yeah.
Well, you can get them like a couple taps. Tap, tap, tap. Finally, number 10. Reserve, and this is from the website, reserve your bed for sleep and sex. Do not use computers in bed.
Done and done. Wait, does the phone count as a computer?
Yeah.
No, I think the whole point of that was to not do work in bed. Like actual
I would
laptop
argue
work.
that when it's sexy time, I'm putting in work.
It's a different type of work.
Clocking in.
Yep.
World Sleep Day, March 15, everybody.
Josh.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been like going through your morning constitution? You know, you're doing what you got to do in the bathroom.
I'm with you so far.
In the morning. But every like 15th trip to the toilet, it's just like,
Wait, what?
I didn't eat that. For example, the reason it took me so long to open the door for you this afternoon, here coming into the studio was because I was on the can.
Yeah, I assumed
and,
rightly.
I don't remember eating anything spicy yesterday, man, and it's kind of scary.
Your butthole was burning after.
It's not cool, dude. It's not fucking cool.
That's not a nice.
I need
surprise.
to get more wipes.
Wow, when's the last time you had Mexican food?
Well, let's see. It's like every other day for me.
Oh, then that's your problem, buddy.
All right. Yeah, it's taking a toll.
Yes. When it starts to hurt your poop, man, you got to start changing.
And the reason I bring this up is because you are the master.
Wow.
Going to
let's do this.
Of hitting up the porcelain.
Yes.
You are not nice to the American standard.
Look.
You shit on the American standard.
They like to test me, man, but I test them back. I show them that I'm the winner.
Right.
That I come out the winner. And anyone that tries to follow me after, you better be prepared.
You're changing the game,
Yes,
Josh.
yes.
You're changing the fucking game.
I am the pioneer of the shit. If you can withstand bloody shit, man, you can withstand anything.
All right. Well, the epitaph is getting made like next week. So
Wait, oh.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I've been quoted. Mm-hmm. Just want to fool it the fuck up.
We just want to foo this the fuck up, Josh. But first, I wanted to talk about a few things that have been going on since I think we last met for the podcast.
Jesus Christ, so much, man.
So much has been going on in regards to the good well-being of some celebrities that everybody was pretty cool with.
I mean, and you know what? This whole world this past week has been pretty food up.
It's been pretty fucked up.
Yep.
So first, one of the ones that was the most notable these last few days was the death of Mr. Luke Perry, star of Beverly Hills 90210.
Yes, that was quite tragic. Yeah, it just happened, right before the weekend.
Right before the weekend, dead at 52. Really young dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, all of my family members were 90210 fans. My moms, my sisters, and my dad, surprisingly, were all 90210 fans. So when they found out, I was in my room because I was home from work.
Yeah.
So I scream over to my sister. I'm like, "Hey, Sarah." Mm-hmm. She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna be pretty upset with what I'm about to tell you right now. So be prepared." And she's like, "Why?" I was like, "Luke Perry died." She's like, "He died?"
Oh,
I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "No." And I can hear her crying like through the walls. I'm like, "Oh no!"
Oh, you ruined her day, man.
Well, and so much so, in fact, that she was wearing like a black top before. She literally comes into my room wearing a white Luke Perry T-shirt from 90210 and carrying the Dylan doll.
Oh god,
from 90210 in her hand, like hugging it, caressing it down. And I'm just like, wow, she is not taking this well at all. No, not making poking fun at the circumstance, just at her reaction.
She's just nuts.
Yes. But, that's not the only news. You heard about Alex Trebek, right?
Alex Trebek announces he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, and he still has to fulfill his contract with, I think it's CBS.
He said that in his statement.
Yeah, he's like, I still got to work 3 more. I still got 3 more years on my contract. I'll die. If I could die before then, so be it.
But, in his statement, which was classy as fuck, like he gave it like a champ, like it's not phasing him. He's like, I'm prepared to fight this. I'm going to fight this.
Oh, man.
And I kind of have to because I got 3 more years with Jeopardy.
It's heartbreaking. And then other, not as tragic news, but still tragic in local SoCal circles. Bean from Kevin and Bean is
Gene Bean Baxter announces he's leaving the Kevin and Bean show after 30 years.
Yeah, man.
After 30, and then one of the things that Kevin posted of the Kevin and Bean show. Lucky for us, we're stuck with Bean for another 9 months.
Oh, Kev dog.
He's leaving the show after 30 years on the air. He's hosted the show with Kevin Ryder since it launched back in January 2nd of 1990.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my God, those guys were a staple of KROQ for these last 30 years.
It's funny because I'm an avid listener of the Adam Carolla show. And Adam knows all about the history of Kevin and Bean because he was there during the early days.
During the ground up days, right?
Well, a few years after they had started, but right, like almost immediately after Jimmy Kimmel was their sports guy.
That's
Jimmy's
right.
who brought Adam in.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he tells a bunch of cool stories about like the behind the scenes stuff, what they're like. Adam Carolla was thinking about making a documentary about KROQ.
Ooh, I would love to see that.
But he's just like, I have so much material. This thing's probably going to be a series, like a documentary series.
Do it, Adam Ace. Do it, man.
I think he's already like interviewing people for it.
Yes.
And he kind of has to since Bean's like on his way out.
You know what? Going on a slight tangent, Adam Carolla's documentaries are fucking amazing. Like the 2 that you've showed me so far.
Yeah.
About
24-Hour War.
24-Hour War. And then the, I think, what was it called? The Le Grand?
It was the Le Mans Grand Prix.
Le Mans Grand Prix.
It's about racing.
Yeah.
And in that documentary, they were also talking about Uppity. Remember?
Yep.
Willie T. Ribs, who was the first black
race car driver, right? Yeah.
So he just launched Uppity, the documentary. So I recommend everybody check that out.
Oh, all right.
That just came out.
Yeah, and hopefully he does make a documentary about KROQ because their story's amazing. With Ralph being there as well, being a huge part. In the late 90s, I would say he came in.
Ralph, yeah, he was with the station for I think almost 18 years. So I think from like 2000.
Yeah, that's right. And just everything that they did. Bean was amazing when he lived on his little island in Seattle and he had his donkey and all that.
Yeah.
That was great.
But yeah, they've been a part of my life ever since I was like in middle school. I've been listening to these guys on the radio. Funny as fuck, I don't think they've lost their step despite the speed bumps along the way. These guys are fucking professionals.
They were consistent as fuck.
And right now, at least they were challenged as soon as they lost Ralph. They were challenged immediately on how they were going to keep up the pace with what they had before because Ralph was a
heavy part of their show before.
Super heavy. If it wasn't for Ralph, like the content probably not be as quality.
No, I think they would have struggled for a little while. For those 18 years.
Who knows? They probably would have gotten canceled.
Remember when Ralph was gone? Like the episodes that Ralph were gone, like they would have to bring in the talent. Sometimes the talent they would bring in just didn't hit.
Yeah.
But
Brad Williams would do it.
Brad Williams was one of the better guys to do the show.
Mr. Movie Phone was invited a lot of the time.
But when they had guys like Doto actually was pretty fucking hilarious.
He's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to be sad to see Bean go, but, I'm just curious to see how the Kevin and Bean show is going to evolve, what it's going to even be called.
Yeah, I'll still listen. I love Kevin. I love Allie. I like Jensen.
And one of the things that I was going to try to get to with the whole Adam Carolla tangent is that he talks about how like they were in deep competition with Mark and Brian.
Yeah.
Mark and Brian, every morning they would trash them. They had the radio wars.
Oh, yeah. They still talk about it
to
this day.
And, when Mark and Brian recently left the airwaves, Mark came back as Mark Thompson, Mark in the Morning, on the competitor's early morning show.
98.7?
No, on the Sound.
103.
100.3, which doesn't exist anymore.
No.
But, so, I mean, Kevin might just call it like Kevin in the Morning. I don't fucking know. Better not be stupid.
Like Kevin and
Kev
Alan.
Dog.
Kev Dog. Dang, mornings with Kev Dog. There you go. KROQ, I just helped you out there.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And another thing that I wanted to talk about is there is a reported cure of HIV.
No.
Yeah, the second patient.
Oh,
in
wow.
history.
Wow.
So this might turn into something pretty cool. So there's a silver lining to this entire sad conversation.
There's the light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel. Well, not only that, wasn't it just proven now that vaccinations aren't like harmful to you, or like didn't they say something that the anti-vaxxers were?
They did enough research where they can just slap them in the face with it and said, "Hey, so now you made us waste all this research and time and money. Here it is. If you still don't believe us,
You're a fucking idiot.
fucking die. Just die then. Just go ahead and get the measles and die."
They're gonna end up being like quarantined or sectioned off. Watch, they're gonna be the ones that get the zombie.
Well, don't you
outbreak.
remember when the whole thing in Oregon was going down? Like moms in that specific region of Oregon decided not to vaccinate their kids.
Oh yeah, didn't they like
And they-
either ban them or kind of separate them?
No, dude. Like the measles broke out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The measles broke out, and then they were taking to the internet about asking for advice on how to deal with it.
Oh.
And people were like, "How about vaccinating your kids?" Anyway, HIV's almost about there.
Yeah.
You know? So we got another person who was taking on the treatment, and it worked.
HIV, you can get it. Here we
Was
go.
it-
Here we
was
go.
it the
Everyone
Modelo
buckle
truck
in.
foo?
Buckle
No, it
in,
wasn't
foo.
the Modelo truck, but that fucking sucks. Let's talk about that because I saw the news that a Modelo truck crashed and emptied out like its entire load, right?
Yeah,
All on the street.
It blew it. The truck driver said it's Modelo time, fool, and just turned over. And
But
So what exit or where on the freeway?
Off of Garvey, you know where the hotel, the Best Western's at?
Do
on that
I?
little underpass.
I mean, what?
Where
Where?
the 10 exit right there off of Grand is. You know how it curves over and there's that little underpass so you can go to the side streets
Yeah.
up? Mm-hmm. It crashed right there. So it just spilled all
I
over.
saw a picture of
underneath
it, and it was just like all these Modelo. It was a nightmare. It was like my nightmare.
or it was a dream
was my
come
hell.
true, dude.
Some of the
that-
cases-
Quick, everyone, come to this truck and finish this beer.
They should have.
It's gonna spoil.
Dude, they should have quality controlled it and threw like a mini party there, dude.
Some of the
dude.
cases were still intact too.
Dude, all you needed was
That's
a
why
guy
they
with
could-
a jukebox to come by and bring a couple of his
few
friends.
tables, some solo cups, and pong balls.
Boom, party.
You're good to go. dude.
Party, man. They'd clean it up for
They
you.
probably couldn't get a permit.
I'm actually a little disappointed in the students at Cal Poly Pomona for not like thinking about just, hey, how can we help?
Yeah, like,
You
hey,
know?
we'll be right there.
We'll be right there. We're on it. We're on it.
It's
Yeah, no
because
Spud.
their new
Judd.
logo. I don't trust them with anything after the logo change, man.
They look all official now and shit.
They don't look official at all.
Look like a
They look like
DeVry
a
now.
bunch of morons. They look like their logo is like an idea wheel.
So today I had to wake up a tad bit earlier than I would have normally on a Sunday.
12 o'clock?
Shut up. So that I can go to my parents' house because I just got my mom a newer iPhone. I didn't get her the newest iPhone because she wouldn't know what to do with it. But
Loving
at least this one has a better battery in it. I got her an iPhone 8 and she had the 5.
Oh, okay.
I actually have it right here. She used to have the 5. Look at this little thing.
Wow, dude.
Remember these?
Dude.
So
Oh my
tiny.
God, I
It's
forgot
so
how small
tiny, yeah.
these were.
But now I'll probably fix the battery on it and then just use it for music or something like that. So it's my new
not
iPod
bad.
Touch. Is what it's what it's
I still
become.
have my original iPod Touch.
The one I
wanna look
bought
at
you
it.
those many years ago.
Yeah, it still works.
Great
So-
podcast, man. Show and tell. Great podcast.
Shut up. One of the things that irks me about people who drive around here in California is that they'll slow down to like 2 miles an hour to turn into a driveway.
I hate that. That happens to me.
They'll come
all
to a
the
complete
time.
fucking stop.
Not only that, but when they go to when they
Jesus
make the
Christ.
full stop
God
to
damn.
turn into a driveway,
Yeah.
they're doing so from like the middle of the street. They don't
Yeah,
even pull
yeah,
over
yeah.
to the curb
Yeah, they're
or
nowhere
signal.
near the
They don't
curb.
signal.
No.
No. That happens to me all the time, especially where I work. I work in a city filled with old people. Okay, that's all they do. They drive their big cars and they don't know how to drive.
Right.
And it's just like I tailgate them and I'm like beeping at them and it just makes them stop.
Are you
and
saying
slow down even more?
Are you saying?
Yeah, they're just like, why are you beeping at me? What am I doing wrong? It's like you're doing everything wrong.
Are you
Get
actually
it
saying
right.
beep at them?
Beep.
Beeping?
Beep. Instead of actually hugging her, beep, bitch, beep.
Awesome.
You
Drives me
guys,
insane.
you
guys
guys
were
should
made
not
for
be
each
on the.
other.
Yeah, God, you guys are two peas, man. Two peas in a rotten pod.
No, adults suck, dude. When I was a kid, I never knew adults would be this stupid. I just didn't think, when you're a kid, you think adults have all the answers to every question. They got it figured out. They got a job. They can get, they got their 9 to 5. They're paying their bills. It's made. It's made. You're done. You hit the finish line. Coast. No, you're an adult. You just find out there's a bunch of other adults don't know what the fuck's going on. Everybody's phoning it in every day. It's fucking hilarious, dude, and it pisses me off.
You ever get that?
What the fuck?
Did you hear about the Jussie Smollett update, Foo?
Go for it, man. What happened with Jussie Smollett?
Only that he's getting charged with 16 felonies.
16?
Yeah.
Holy
that?
shit.
Yeah, he's getting
The guy
indicted.
from Empire
The guy who paid
paid-
the two guys to jump him, he faked it.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
faked
never
his-
knew what his name
he's getting
He faked his hate crime.
Yeah, he faked this hate crime. Wow.
That's
crazy.
slow.
16 indictments of falsifying.
I hope this doesn't take back the movement of like,
Well, no, but it's definitely not putting that guy in a good light.
yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be an advocate for it anymore. He should just shut up.
Yeah. He should just stay quiet.
Well, I think he doesn't have a choice but to just shut the fuck up and go away now. I mean, he got fired from Empire, so he showed up.
It was
Apparently,
funny, too.
he showed up like right out of court. That first court date that he had when he got bailed. He showed up to the set because that's when they were filming, and he called everybody in and said, "These are all lies. Please believe me." Blah blah blah. And then they shot the thing, and then he went home, and they went back to get jail. I guess I don't know. Just he's not a bright person.
They straight up lied to them. I mean, fuck. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because after he'd said that, they had their back. They're like, "Well, we're gonna wait, see it out."
Just let him go. Right?
Well, because after they came clean to him, they're like, "We're gonna maintain our ground and not make a decision." And of course, when he actually got charged with the fucking check, they're like, "All right, this guy's gone."
Yeah, so they'll figure it out. I don't watch Empire. I understand it's a very entertaining show.
I've only watched
It's won some awards.
I watched the
seasons.
first season and a half. I think it was good stuff.
Yeah,
great for TV, definitely.
nice. Yeah, I everybody who watches it religiously tells me that it's a great show. That I should
Terrence
check it out.
Howard, man,
Yeah,
He still has it.
he
Still got it.
should have been War Machine, dude.
you think they should have kept them?
Oh, that would have been pretty cool. He's a good actor.
Yeah, but he wanted a lot of money. It was either him or Robert Downey Jr., man.
Oh, they're gonna keep Iron Man.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that
that's
makes
why.
sense. Thanks, Don Cheadle.
And we just want to go see Captain Marvel, right?
Okay.
That's right, Foo.
Yeah,
I
dude.
forgot.
Yeah, I only just said it like a minute ago.
Well, I forgot we talked about it on the last pod. That's why.
You're
Oh,
back
yeah.
on Earth, man. You're back on
Now,
Earth.
we're not going to revisit the spoilers or anything. I just wanted to talk about one thing that I appreciated and it had nothing to do with the movie. It was more about the experience. No, there was no fucks that were clapping before, during, or after the movie ended. That's one of the things that just bugs the shit out of me.
Well, like
yeah.
aggressive clapping or like a quick let's get this going.
Any kind of clapping, it just, the harder you hit is just the more stupid you
Listen,
look. Really.
I think they clapped when we went for Stan Lee, so you need to watch your shit.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, you need to take a step
You need
back.
to calm
That's
down.
So who are
different,
you
though.
clapping for, though? Who are you clapping to? Like, who's
Do you
it for?
believe this
Who's
guy?
the one listening in?
Do you believe this
There's
guy?
nobody there from the production team to appreciate the applause.
How do you know, man? How do you know they don't have some
Did you
sleeper
watch the
agents?
intro that was basically a tribute to Stan Lee, dude? Do we have to kick your ass after
No,
the
I
podcast?
saw the intro. Are you serious?
Wow, we haven't gone to the
you
pie
fucking
contest. We're already
serious right
getting
now?
deep
Well,
right now.
all I'm saying is that people clapped when we went, and it didn't bug me. But you're sounding
You
like
should have pushed them down the stairs.
you sound like you're fucking gonna lose your shit in the middle of a theater.
It's dumb, dude. It's dumb. And then this is the same motherfucker who claps when the fucking plane lands too. What's up with that guy?
Well, man, he did a good job and landed the plane.
Listen,
no, he didn't.
It could have ended. It could have ended way
They're
differently.
behind some bulletproof doors. They're not going to hear your ass clapping.
Oh, could they? What if like the stewardess?
I wasn't saying anything.
Was it stewardess? Flight attendant.
Sure.
The attendant.
The attendant. What if she keeps the speaker on so she can hear all the good people clap?
That's stupid. That's dumb. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, America.
You know what?
Wow.
Stop doing that.
Wow.
Somebody clapping when the plane lands is like clapping when the bus stops at your bus stop.
Yeah, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it.
Woo!
You guys are just joys.
Holy shit. Do you know how crazy shit would get if you found out the plane was going down? Of course some people clap.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
it doesn't happen all the time. In fact, statistically, planes are the ones that have the least amount of deaths.
Of course,
Well,
you're more
well,
likely
statistically
to get in a car accident than a plane crash.
Recent events say otherwise. The 737's getting.
Oh, what? All right, out of how many? When's the last time something crashed? It's been a while. Meanwhile, you got crashes happening all the time on the fucking 10 freeway here that makes me late for everything.
So okay, I have a scenario then for you.
Okay.
What if, let's say, there's turbulence, and you know it's scary ass shit, and then you land? Or what if you survive said turbulence and people start clapping? Would you then be a dick and judge these people?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because it's just
Josie,
like,
everyone.
Just get
Well, like,
a real good look at this guy.
No,
who are they
Cue up
doing
the
it
claps,
for?
dude. Cue up the
Listen, man,
claps.
you can shake the captain's hand as you walk out. In
No, you
fact,
can't.
Yes, you can. He's
No.
right there, like saying, "What's up?" Like, "Hey, thanks for boarding," or come again.
That happens sometimes. Some captains are just like, I'll wait here until everybody leaves.
Because I'm super drunk and
Right?
I don't need them seeing me.
Yeah, dude, they stand right there with the flight attendants and they say, "What's up?"
Anyway, they don't need to clap.
Well, you know
They
what?
can think.
Listen,
whatever.
when they're
whatever
tributing
it
to
is.
Stan Lee, can you guys
fuck's
just
sake.
can you guys just pause for a minute?
Stanley's a different
What do
story.
you want me to
That's
do,
okay.
dude?
Boom.
Stand up and
That's
put my
okay.
hand over my heart.
3-1, dude.
Yeah, man. You got. If you don't want to clap, just get up and do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
that's your clap.
Get up and bow. Try that.
How about you give a silent nod?
Yeah. That's what I did. I
I'm
was
okay
just
with
like,
that.
hell yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you didn't clap.
I said it
You
in my
didn't
head.
clap.
No.
Okay, cool. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for not clapping.
Gotcha.
Thanks for being a sane person.
Humans being
Fool,
gross.
I just said I didn't mind it because they're doing a very heartfelt tribute, and this movie would have been possible without Stan Lee.
What's with the accent?
I'm just saying, man.
Adam Sandler,
I'm
everyone.
just saying. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. You see, Fu, this is why we have meetings. The Fu wants to show me an article he just found on his phone to talk about. And
Mr. Fourth Wall here. Just
No, fuck
give
you.
me the
No.
nod.
I don't know what you're showing me.
I just wanted to bring up some fun facts about St. Patty's Day.
All right.
Which will probably be the only St. Patty's Day talk we have on the show.
Okay, go for it.
In case, the Fu wants to do some trivia at the bar later.
Uh-huh.
Maybe do something different, Fu.
Right. I'll get kicked out so fast.
Hell yeah, do it. St. Patrick was not born in Ireland.
What?
He was born in Great Britain.
Okay. Kicked out the snakes, though, right?
No,
I don't know. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was not in Ireland, but in Boston.
In Boston.
Yeah, dude. St. Patrick's Day is equivalent to the Cinco de Mayo. Like, Mexico doesn't celebrate that shit. Ireland, I'm sure, doesn't celebrate St. Patrick's Day to the degree that Americans do.
No.
Check this
It's an
out, Fu.
excuse to get drunk.
Fu, check this out. Chicago dyes their river green on St. Patrick's Day.
You sure it's not just everybody puking out their green beer?
You never know. But that's the point.
Yeah. And I've only really been hearing this for the last maybe 2-3 years. And it's mainly females doing it, but
Hold on. Tread lightly,
Way to
sir.
preface.
no. I mean, there's been some guys who have been responsible for pissing me off
at
too.
least,
Okay.
But for the most part, it's, you're on the phone with somebody, and I don't do this, but I hear my coworkers do this all the time when they're on the phone, where they're so like, "Good morning, how you doing?" And then they'll be like, "Good, thanks. You? Good, thanks for asking." That just irks the shit out of me. And people weren't saying that years ago. The whole thanks for asking thing, it's just good, thanks, how are you? Fuck off with the thanks for asking. Like, how needy can you fucking be?
Hey, man, maybe they're going through some struggles. Why do you got to
All
be a
the
dick about it?
time? All the time? How did that become the default setting for when, like, just greeting somebody in the morning or on the phone?
People are more depressed now lately, man. World sucks.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not
with that
everyone's-
thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, I've been waiting all day for somebody to ask me how I was, despite the fact that every time I start a conversation, it's all about how are you and the whole fucking pleasantries. No, we don't need the thanks for asking. I think it was
What if
maybe,
it's actually something specific to the person you're talking about?
no, but it's just asking them how they are. Like, how are you? Like, it's just the beginning of any general
you're like-
conversation these
Well,
days.
what if you don't talk to people and someone actually reaches
How
out?
do you
It's like,
establish
hey, well, all right,
rapport,
thanks for asking.
foo?
Yeah, but
How
all
do
the
you do
time. All the fucking time.
There's some lonely ass people out there,
Aw,
man.
Get the fuck
Why
out
do you
of
gotta
here
be a
with that
dick?
shit.
See, now she's not gonna come talk to you now because you're being a dick.
Good. I don't want her to talk to me. That shit's annoying.
You, sir, you're gonna be the old.
Well, when
curmudgeon.
you talk to the food, just say, "Let's get to
I can't
business."
believe that this doesn't bother anybody else. It really does not sit well with me.
You let a lot bother you, sir. That is not
no,
healthy.
just people suck. These
You-
days.
You know
People
what?
fucking
No,
suck.
You're
people
gonna
are
give
just
yourself
trying
a
to play it cool.
I'm shocked I'm going to be saying this, but I think you need to smoke more.
Is that even possible? Everybody okay? Is everybody okay? There's kind of been a little bit of a turmoil in America these days. Is everybody fine?
I think we're fine.
Okay, cool. Because
You tell me.
I
have you not heard?
What if
No.
I'm not
Have you not
fine?
heard? This is what's
what's
trending, man.
going on, man?
So I found this on worldwideinterweb.com. How many chuggas should come before a choo-choo?
Wait.
So what sprouted
Wait,
this?
This is a turmoil. This is a question.
This is tearing America apart.
Hey, man.
Wow.
I
thought we had bigger problems than
Continue.
this, but go ahead.
Well, it started on a subreddit. This particular subreddit is called Too Afraid to Ask, which is typically home to the sort of questions you want to ask anonymously, kind of like the Whisper app, I guess, but for questions.
Okay.
So queries in there like, is it okay to prefer living in a fantasy instead of reality? Stupid questions like that you don't really have to know who the person is.
That if you were to ask someone
Anonymous fucking stupid
face to face,
questions.
you
So-
just kind of be like, "What?" That type of question.
So this question came up on this subreddit by user Babshin0. How many chuggas are you supposed to say before choo-choo? I've always said 2, but now my kid is saying 3. However, my kid's preschool teacher says 1, and it pisses me off that there aren't enough chuggas for a chew. How is the train supposed to go anywhere? Right? I mean, that only makes sense to me.
mechanical engineering food.
So
like-
many people were inclined towards 3 chuggas. Simple, sweet, attainable. 3 chuggas roll off the tongue and seamlessly flow into the subsequent choo-choos.
Why is this a question?
Chugga, 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 choo-choo. Huh? How would you say it?
I never thought. I don't know. I've never thought about that.
Isn't it like
this
chugga
is new.
chugga 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 choo choo?
Yeah.
So you gave it like, what was that, 16?
No, it was
That's when it first started.
8. It was 8 chuggas before 2 of them, so I just multiplied yours.
Listen, I work next to a train all day, every day for 5 goddamn days a week. It goes chugga 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 chugga.
Yeah, but for the sake of preschoolers just doing the simple onomatopoeia,
They should do that.
they should do all
No.
of that?
All of it. All of it.
The
That's how you know
magic-
you got yourself a genius.
The
You see,
magic
this
number.
is how it's tearing this country apart, man.
The magic number is 4.
4?
Why?
Chugga 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 choo choo.
Well, this is
Before
kind of...
2
No,
chews?
it's 4.
2
That's the magic
chews?
number. It must be written to law.
Jesus.
Well, this actually became a little popular. This little string became popular in that particular subreddit where it says 4 chuggas per chew is a very nice ratio. It's also the only correct answer, said someone else. Someone else said, I co-sign your declaration. This is the only true answer. And then somebody else wrote, so it is written, so shall it be. So I think Reddit has kind of come to the conclusion that it's 4 chuggas per chew.
There you have it, everybody.
Oh,
It's on the internet.
Listen.
I
listen.
guess.
Y'all need to spend your time a lot better than just fucking posing a question about chugga and a choo-choo.
No, these are live questions that need to be answered.
No.
Okay?
Choo
These are
chugs?
the pressing questions
There
that
are
we didn't
more
know we
necessary
needed.
questions that need to be answered. Why is... Oh, wow. I've lost faith in all humanity.
Reddit is still going on with this.
Of course
I think the other popular answer is 8.
8.
So we're down to 8, 4, and 3, and we're
It's
everybody's
8, dude,
in a faction.
the way I said it.
No, 4 is the way to go.
Choo-choo.
Yeah, it's more musical that way, I think.
See, when there's so many,
Yeah, got everybody thinking about it now.
when there's
Damn
too
you.
many, it's just like you're over exaggerating at that point. Just stop. No, you just need 4.
Okay, all right. Well,
twice is 2 times is better. That's why 8's better. So, in your face.
you don't
Your
want to have
logic-
True. You want
Is
double of everything.
unfathomable.
Yeah, or else you're going to have a bad time. Speaking of bad time, Fu, I understand you had a bad time at a coffee shop or something interesting happened?
Yeah, so I was just strolling in the avenues of Los Angeles today.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. I was on my lunch break.
Right.
And, I stopped by a coffee shop we passed by because it smelled amazing outside. And we walked in and the owner's right there. And we're like, oh, this place looks cool. My associate orders something. And then I order a matcha green tea latte.
Matcha.
Whatever. And
God damn it.
they asked like why we came in, and me and my associate were like, oh well, it smelled fucking amazing outside. And then we looked, they're like, hey, look behind over here, and they actually had like 6 different coffees. They're like, oh, we're sampling coffees to see which ones we're going to carry next. And I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. And they got us, our thing and everything, but my associate only got a black coffee, so they were like in and out, and I was waiting for my matcha. How is it?
Matcha with
Matcha.
1 T.
Matcha.
So I was waiting for my matcha latte.
It's so
Like
dumb.
matcha.
Matcha latte, damn.
But
Wow.
it's taking him
I didn't
years
think of
to-
it like that.
It's taking him years to realize this.
It's taken me years and several women getting upset for me to realize it.
You're disturbing what's left of my brain.
So I'm just looking out the window and I'm reading like these little poster signs that like are for jobs like ambulance, firefighter, police, technical jobs. I was reading it, and it just so happens that a few feet away there's like this lady sitting and on her phone just out. So I was looking that way, but she was over a few feet, and I was just looking and staring, and then so out of nowhere, all of a sudden, I see her put her phone down, and then she starts looking at me, and I was like, oh, what the hell? And then she was like, excuse you, are you looking at my phone? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, no.
How high were you, man?
I was not.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So this actually happened.
So this actually happened. And she like...
So what did she think you were doing?
She thought I was like looking at her phone.
Wasn't her phone looking at you?
No, I was looking outside.
Okay.
And she accused me, foo. She accused me of reading her phone, and then
Get me too'd? Is that your version of
That's
Me Too?
that's this guy's version of Me Too.
kind of, I guess, but I wasn't looking at her phone though. That was the weird part.
So what'd you tell her?
I told her I was just like, chill out. I didn't want to say anything because
And then the cops came.
imagine. Well, no, I just waited for my goddamn latte, and they took forever, and then I bounced, and I was like, I'm not excited about
What
this
kind of latte?
matcha.
Hey! Get the
It's a party. It's a party, food.
It's a party.
yeah. So this lady accused me of it, and
So how does this feel, man? How does it feel to be accused? How does it feel
it's
to
funny
be like
'cause
Chris Hardwick?
the people I was hanging out, with, like in the car on the way back to headquarters, they were like, "Stop trying to read my phone from up there." So I was like, "Damn, I got burned."
You know who else got out scot-free after being accused was Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, he did
after the whole investigation that they were
Nah,
doing.
foo, he's guilty.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I guess in the food's eyes.
You know
he's
what? When
guilty.
I saw it, I was
he's
just
back.
When I saw it, I was like, "God damn it, this guy too!" Like this guy pissed a woman off. At least they pissed a woman off enough to where, like, they wanted to make this public.
Listen,
so.
this is what happened. He was able to find a black hole. He went back and he fixed everything to where nothing actually
or
happened.
he just jumped into our
Science.
universe where
Science.
nothing happened.
Boom.
Yeah,
Something.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's
Still
enough
got
of this
accused.
goddamn witch hunt. Like,
Witch hunt.
seriously, shut the fuck
An
up.
asshole
This is the
just-
New Age Salem witch trials.
Dang, and it's the men.
This is the blacklisting all
I told you
over
guys,
again.
you just need to bring consent forms wherever you go. Even if you're
You know what's
if you're
funny?
She's a
married,
witch.
Like the PC house in South
You know
Park.
what's funny?
Yeah.
That's-
I need your consent forms.
Right?
You know what's
I didn't-
funny? That's
can I say hi
actually
to you?
becoming a really big
Consent
thing.
form.
It's fucking weird. Companies are offering to write consent forms
Yeah, that's a
for
real
different
thing.
encounters. Oh my god, I couldn't believe that was a real thing.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, I need
I'll
you to
write you
sign
one.
if you would
And
like
what
to
I
give me a
other, what,
blowjob or
what I also couldn't believe was their prices.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Just kidding.
Especially
That's
if you
why,
want them notarized.
I was just kidding.
If I was
but-
single, I would only date notaries because I mean it's the convenience of them just already. All right, could you just stamp it and get on with it? Now?
Yes, thank you.
Here's
there
your
you go.
fingerprint.
And here are your
what
knee
the fuck?
pads. And,
How many
let's
notaries do
this.
you think exist?
You know what?
Lots.
You can actually become a notary yourself. So anybody
Oh
that's
my
single out
God.
there, carry your consent forms and just get notarized real quick.
I'll write you
Nice.
consent form, $300 per page.
Okay, don't go to her. She's not reliable. No.
What should we do for the 100th episode?
Well,
Should we like?
we should do it on shrooms.
Should we designate?
Whoa, no, that's not a good idea.
You guys wouldn't
Nothing
get
will
anything done.
No,
I'd forget to record it.
all of us would be in the fetal position on the chairs, just kind of like the microphone's alive.
Right? I'll just be looking up, laughing my ass
Pluto
off.
will have to be in here with us.
Yeah, just to chill. No, man, that didn't work for me last time.
Well, there's
yeah,
there's no answer.
yes.
Foo, let's
Yes.
chug a gallon of milk each.
No.
Gallon challenge.
Come on, let's do it.
I will physically die. I'm lactose. That will kill me.
All right,
do it,
I'm on
man.
board.
Oh, what?
For the 100th
All right.
show.
I need to sign my will and testament before I do that 100th.
Sign it over
Make sure you get it
to me.
notarized.
You're gonna do it too?
Get it on your next date.
I gotta fight. Call back. Listen, can you notarize this consent form and as well my will and testament? Thank you very much. Twofer.
And I'll have a 12 ounce.
Well, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. We always do.
Fine, we can
Last
just
minute.
drink a large glass of ranch.
Yeah.
And can we go back to the milk? I think I'd much enjoy that more. Yes, not the ranch.
Okay, whatever.
God, no.
We'll figure it out. We'll get some mayonnaise. Thank you all very much for listening to the Food Bar Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Food Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F the Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Jake.
And for the food and the step, signing off saying, don't be a dick.